Welcome back. Turning now to your Sunday forecast, but first some live pictures over Lake Norman, an absolutely beautiful way to start our Christmas Eve. And you got some family in town, might be a good way to have them, out of the house for a few days. But sitting next to meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees, tomorrow is not going to be as perfect for the second half of the day.
Correct. We are going to see the return of rain in the afternoon, but at least the first half won't be terrible. We will see more clouds compared to now, but still, I actually like a cloudy sunrise. The more clouds, if you can get a little bit of sun, the actual prettier it is, because clouds, the light bounces off of them, more ice crystals out, you get more color.
Wow, good to know. You learn things every single day.
Yeah, you learn something new, Of course, it's kind of like a little mini weather IQ, in your regular weather forecast. Lowesville, Ballantyne, and Concord and Monroe this morning, everything looks fabulous as we're kicking off your Christmas Eve. And really, the forecast today looks much better than last year. We talked about the coldest Panthers home game on record, which was last year. Today, not so much. 11 o'clock, we're talking mid-50s. Mostly sunny, partly sunny by the afternoon as we're at 66, about 10 degrees warmer than average for this time of year. But after the record cold last year, the year before we were talking about record warmth, it's nice to have just a relatively mild forecast here as we enter the Christmas holiday full weekend. As yesterday was at 63, today 66, and we'll actually be in the 60s tomorrow before rain and storms eventually returns. You can see that storm system brewing off to our west. So here's a full look at your forecast here. So we know today is partly sunny and nice, but tonight comfortable and actually a little bit cloudier. We know that clouds act like a blanket when you have more of them overnight. They kind of sit above us, and so as the temperatures try to cool off, it kind of prevents that radiation from leaving the ground. And as it does so, that's why temperatures are a little bit warmer tonight. So 45 tonight, so Santa not having any weather-related issues, getting around and about the Carolinas, delivering all those gifts. And then tomorrow morning, of course, we'll start off in the 40s, eventually reaching the 60s before those rain chances do return. I think we'll see a few peaks of sunshine again tomorrow morning, but very quickly those clouds will build in and they will dominate the forecast for the rest of Christmas Day. So let's time out the forecast here. Here we are at noontime. Notice that a brief chance for some patchy drizzle possible in the morning up toward the mountains, but here we are at noon. Most of the area is still dry. It's most spots west of I-77 that are starting to see some light rain. This will progress closer to the Charlotte Metro by 2 o'clock, but really the heaviest rain doesn't arrive until after 6. So that's why I have most of the rain chances, and you look at the hour-by-hour forecast much later on in the afternoon. So it's not a complete plan ruiner, but if you really wanted to get those outdoor plans done, I would plan those before 2 o'clock if you're in the Charlotte Metro. For areas west of 77, a little bit earlier. For areas east of 77, you'll have a few extra hours. But heavier rain develops after 6 o'clock, and then that's pretty much off and on through most of the day on Tuesday. But something else that comes along with the rain chances returning Monday night, the gusty winds too. In fact, we're going to see gusts about 25 miles per hour for Monday night. They could peak even closer to 30 miles per hour on Tuesday. So don't forget those inflatables. We all love our Christmas decorations, whether you got them this year or they're family heirlooms. You don't want them to blow away. So be alert of just not only the inflatables, but of course your Christmas lights, even all that decor. If it's very special to you, make sure you're tying it down and bringing it inside. Could be in the neighbor's yard as Tuesday is over, as we're wrapping up these rain chances and of course those gusty winds too. And you'll see this reflected in my hour-by-hour forecast here from Guy Roofing 7-day. 66 today, partly sunny. Those afternoon showers and breezy conditions tomorrow. We eventually do bring in a better chance for gusty winds on Tuesday, even a few thunderstorms possible, but we're largely drying out Wednesday, and then a much cooler and drier pattern moves in for the second half of the week. That continues all the way through the last few days of 2023, and Austin, hard to believe, but even the first few days of the new year.
Wow, 2024, can you believe it? Brittany, thank you so much.